Hey everyone, welcome to Darpan Dialogue. Over the weekend on Sunday, a 28-year-old man was shot and killed outside the Vancouver International Airport. There have been 10 very public fatal shootings in the Lower Mainland in just a span of 3 weeks. Some victims may have been as young as 14 years old, and an innocent bystander was also shot. There is certainly urgency surrounding the matter, and to get reaction to what's going on, we have reached Mike Farnworth. He is the Minister of Public Safety and Solicitor General. Hi, Minister, how are you?
Good afternoon.
Your reaction to the gang war that's gripped Metro Vancouver?
These are clearly brazen, barbaric acts that we have seen in the last few weeks in what is clearly an upsurge in gang conflict and gang shootings in the Lower Mainland, and it's just disgusting and despicable what we have seen taking place.
Now, I know that money's pumped into intervention programs before. You made an announcement of $8.6 million to curb gang violence. And we haven't seen the desired results over time. We've seen an escalation in the gang conflict. With that said, I know that this week you'll be meeting with the top cops of Metro Vancouver, wondering what the discussion's going to be like and if there's going to be a new strategy at play to tackle this ongoing conflict.
Well, I think there's a number of things that we need to remember. One, this is not a new problem. This is a problem that has been in for a long time, and is going to take a multi-pronged approach to do that. One aspect, obviously, is on the gang prevention and the education at a young age, which we have in place. The other is ensuring that police have the resources that they need at the provincial level. And of course, there's obviously issues at the courts and sentencing that takes place. When I meet with police officials, chiefs of police later this week, it'll be an opportunity for me to get continued updating in terms of what is taking place, to ensure that are there additional things that they would look to the province to be able to do. What we saw yesterday from the RCMP and police is that this is not a resources issue. There's not a lack of resources. What it is right now is there is, in essence, quite often a vacuum as people are taken out. Many are arrested, we've seen others are killed, and then there's people trying to fill that, and there's rivalries between gangs taking place, and it is a complex problem. But what I can tell you is that police are on top of this. They are committed to it. There's a lot of cooperation between IHIT, between CFSEU, and between the Lower Mainland police agencies and the province, and so I'm expecting a positive, good meeting, and then if there are additional things that we need to be looking at or dealing with, then we'll go forward from there.
With that said, I know the shooting of the BC Corrections officer in Delta, in your own words, shocked you beyond belief. You're really wanting to get to the bottom of that incident. So what are you going to be doing to make sure that the perpetrators are caught and then that the family receives justice?
Well, it's the police are the ones who are doing the investigation, and I can tell you that they, we've heard from Delta and IHIT and CFSEU, they're very much focused on resolving this case. These are complex cases. That being said, we have seen in the last 2 weeks of those shootings that have taken place, there have now been 3 where people have been arrested and charged, and we saw the one that took place in Burnaby on Saturday. The police have made arrests, and the individual has been charged with first-degree murder. 2 other cases that took place, there have arrests also been made. And so, the police are not going to stop until they solve these cases, whether it's quickly or whether it's over time. The reality is that they will be using all of their resources to bring to bear on all of these cases that we have seen over the last few weeks.
We before saw these incidents take place in sort of I would say these incidents were random and not necessarily in high traffic areas, but now we've seen shootings happen in broad daylight in parking lots, outside malls, now at the airport. And, these criminals certainly don't have any regard for public safety. They don't have any fear of police. So this definitely irks the public. It irks me as a citizen. So I'm just wondering, how can you reassure the public and the citizens of British Columbia that when they go out with their families, especially as summer's approaching and the weather is getting a bit warmer and they're out and about, going shopping, that they're safe, that, that they can feel at ease? What's your message there?
I want people to know that the police are doing everything they can. They're bringing all their resources to bear on this issue. They will see an increased police presence. The police will, have said that by and large, these are still targeted shootings that are taking place. We have seen this before in 2008 and 2009, and again, I think in 2016, and just these daylight attacks. But they are bringing every resource to bear. We have ensured that they have got the resources in place. There's a number of significant investments assist the police in being able to deal with this situation, such as the witness security program, which has been put in place in this province in the last, just over the last year, along with the latest firearms and analytics lab in Surrey to assist the police in being able to respond faster in terms of forensics. Every available resource the police have, they are on top of this, and they are working as hard as they can around the clock to bring these people to justice and to keep communities safe. There is no distance, or there's no lack of cooperation between the various police agencies, between the province and the federal government.
All right, well, we really appreciate you taking the time today. Thanks for again being with us.
My pleasure.
Okay, thank you, Minister.
Thanks.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe.